This is the 30th movie in the MCU and oh my god, it's totally worth it. ब्लॉकबस्टर मूवी रिव्यू सुन रहे हैं आप संस्कृति के साथ. एक वीक लेट, आई वाज बिजी विद अदर प्रोजेक्ट्स. यस, अपार्ट फ्रॉम डूइंग मूवी रिव्यूज, आई हैव अ लॉट इन माय KRAs. जस्ट FYI फॉर पीपल हु थिंक रिव्यू करने के पैसे मिलते हैं, कितनी आसान जिंदगी है. कीप योर जजमेंट्स एंड प्रिजम्पशंस टू यू. Coming back to the point, Wakanda Forever, the second movie in the series of Black Panther and the 30th movie in the MCU, is like a full circle of the MCU thing. Of course, all superhero movies are loved. Iron Man जो 2008 में पहली आई थी, you know, all the dishum, the tech, there are different characters, the anti-heroes, and we have built a multiverse which are now not just characters or, you know, comic book creatures. We are all involved in the MCU. For that matter, we feel like these characters somehow live in our world, which they don't, but it just seems real. They've made it larger than life and still realistic. 30वीं मूवी आती है Black Panther, which is not just a superhero movie. It's deeply political, feminist, anti-racist, and every other thing that could be an issue right now amongst humans have been beautifully sort of weaved into this movie, into this story, and made a beautiful point. I think I just loved this movie, not so much for the superhero sequences, वो सब तो है ही. Tech है, Wakanda में vibranium है, they are way ahead of the world. But that's not really the point of this movie. This movie is deep and layered and complex like humans and the human world is. It's exploring grief and loss and so many things. After the lead guy, Chadwick Boseman, who was Black Panther in Black Panther 1, died of a colon cancer. मूवी में ये दिखाया है कि अचानक से शूरी के भाई की मौत हो गई है. उसके बाद उनकी फैमिली, उनका किंगडम कैसे कोप कर रहा है ब्लैक पैंथर aka तचाला की मौत से. You can see them grieving for the actor and also for the character. And you could feel it, it's not just synthetic. Of course, after the death of T'Challa and his father, the kingdom now lies with the women. His mother is the queen running this empire for the longest time, almost 10 years. And Okoye, Shuri, etc. take the lead. This is a universe that is not just having women characters to show feminism or show that यार एक मर्दों की दुनिया में ये बहुत अच्छे से आगे बढ़ सकती हैं. Or you know, look at Captain Marvel or Black Widow. No, they are not in the world of men. They are in a world of women ruling, and that was a breath of fresh air to see. To go see women kick ass, still be tearful and tender and empathetic and full of love, being black and indigenous. That's really a big thing because I think a lot of people who are white and privileged, if I may say, from the West may not understand the issues of colored people who are browns and blacks. There's this scene जहाँ पे Queen और Okoye के बीच में एक argument हो जाती है, who was, if you remember, the general of the army. And she says, I have given everything for this kingdom. And she says, I lost my husband, my son, and now my daughter is nowhere to be found. Have I not given everything? This scene really portrays how women, knowingly, unknowingly, and just by expectation, give so much, whether it's relationships, work, etc., and just goes unnoticed. Shuri, who is now, of course it's sort of obvious, going to be the Black Panther and is taking the lead of tech in the Wakanda universe, is also battling grief. She's the only child left. She lost her brother, her compass. Nakia, जो girlfriend थी Black Panther की first वाले part में, वो आती है towards the end of the movie, and you see her also as a prominent character. She's also grieving the loss of her partner, but she didn't attend the funeral. I can just go on and on about the movie. मोटा plot तो of course ये है कि एक underwater kingdom है, उसका एक warrior ruler है जिसका नाम है Namor, and he's trying to protect his kingdom under any cost, and somehow वहाँ पे vibranium मिल गया है. Vibranium मिलने के कारण US wants to attack it, and now Wakanda has found out that vibranium Wakanda के अलावा भी कहीं है. इनके बीच का conflict, they have beautifully, just weaved in again Mayan civilization, the indigenous pagan, Native Americans, etc. Like I said, this movie is something you need to experience. सेकेंड हाफ में मूवी अवतार वाला लुक देती है जब वो अंडर वाटर चले जाते हैं. इट्स ब्लू एंड इट्स ब्यूटीफुल, बट अगेन दैट्स नॉट द पॉइंट ऑफ द मूवी. ऑल सुपर हीरो मूवीज आर. दिस मूवी is the one which just touches your soul. There's the last scene that I would want to discuss, is that scene where she's grieving the loss of her brother and her mom is saying कि रो लो, funeral को traditional way में करते हैं. And she says, what's the use of tech and science progressing अगर हमको funeral वैसे ही करना है. And I think that made a brilliant point about where are we really going away with our wisdom, which is indigenous and coming from our roots, and where do we draw the line between science. It was just brilliant. Go watch this movie. I'm sorry, this movie review is late, but I just had to do it. Blockbuster सुनते रहिए आप संस्कृति के साथ. I'll be back next week with another movie review. Stay tuned, take care, and enjoy your winters.